Every year I spend time making a new Pinterest board that gets my wheels turning about goals, things I want to accomplish and experience in my new year. And then I take some of these photos and I put them into a blank wallpaper template on Canva and I make a collage. There is plenty of research around the frequency illusion, or the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. I think I'm saying that right. I've been using the solution for many years now, and I find that it has been super helpful for a number of things that I've wanted to get better at. So, for instance, taking my multivitamins every day, I just leave my multivitamin pill bottle out and I have it next to a water bottle. Anytime I want to go for a run, I actually pick out my clothes the night before or have them laid out in a place where I can see them right away, and I leave my shoes ready to go at the front door. For reading, I leave the book that I want to read on my nightstand, so I reach for that instead of my iPad. So you get the idea. It can be used in so many ways to help you. It's actually something you experience every day. If something is pretty easy to grab, you tend to do that over the thing that's better for you. For example, I hide all of our snacks and junk food on the top shelf in our pantry. It's harder to grab, so for me, I would have to go and grab our ladder and then intentionally grab what junk food I was craving. It usually stops me from actually grabbing the bad food versus grabbing a healthier snack. Okay, so why does this matter? I love to gamify things. I have an Oura Ring to gamify my sleep, and we have our Apple Watches to compete with our friends and family for fitness. So why wouldn't I try the solution for so many other things in my life? I create this background to see the things I said I would commit to. It could be a little trip I want to go to, maybe a very aesthetic family gathering I want to plan. It could be a recipe I want to try, or maybe like a date night type thing I can do with my husband. Whatever it is, I have this super inspiring wallpaper on my background so I can see the things that I wanted to do. Okay, so if you're like me, you're on your computer all the time. So this is something I want to see all the time. So I was looking at my wallpaper and looking at these photos and thought, maybe I should replace some of the photos that I have on here with real photos from my life, because I think I did my best to actually have these moments I was dreaming about when I created this. So I went through my camera roll and I started replacing my Pinterest photos for my real life photos. And I was actually shocked to see how many of them I actually thought to take a photo of that moment. Like, the chances of that, I feel like, are so slim. I have had a really hard year this year. And as we're nearing the new year, I've been reflecting a lot. I will have a New Year reset video coming out a little bit later on, so stay tuned for that. When you have a crummy year, you tend to hold on to all the negative pieces, and the positive just don't seem to be there. But I've been practicing keeping a running list of anything positive that happens in a month. So I write down the year in a note, I break it down into the months, and then under each month, I will have something positive written under it that was a highlight for me. I'll give you some examples. Let me go into my list. Let's go to January. So January 2024, I had won an Instagram contest for flights, and now Dylan and I are going to Mexico for free. In April, this was actually a huge one for me. I ran my first sub 30-minute 5K. I used to run a 17-minute 5K. I have not ran fast in a very long time, so this was such a big deal for me because I've been kind of falling out of running and I really like it, so that was huge. Let's look for one more. Okay, in May, I just had a hangout with my brother and sister-in-law before we officially moved here. We just went out for beers. It was nothing overly exciting, but it was just a nice moment. So I wrote that down. It's just nice to have a little bit of a reflection. But by visually seeing the moments I made for myself this year are like a whole other sense of gratitude and excitement, knowing that even though times were really hard and it didn't look like anything I hoped for, it still turned out pretty dang good. I am already starting my 2025 Pinterest board. I am getting really excited to save all these images, to start creating a new wallpaper, some new goals, and a new bucket list. I have so many things I want to do this year. I'm also in a much better place having gone through all the things that I did. I feel stronger, more resilient, and even more confident. So I'm going to tell you some of the things that I would like to do this year. I barely read this year, which is super unusual because in 2023 I read quite a bit. So this year I've counted all of my books and I've set aside a big number of them, and I'm going to read a lot. I want to get back into running. I know I had mentioned a little bit of running stuff earlier on, but I haven't ran in a good chunk of time, and I now live in a place where I feel like being outside all the time. The trails are really beautiful. There's a run club that I have joined already, so there's lots of things to come with that, but I would like to run. I would like to officially set up my Etsy account. I want to backcountry camp some really cool trails, but really fast. I also want to travel outside North America this year. I want to learn one new thing each month. I think I'm going to make it a course of some sort. It might be Skillshare, it might be something else, but I want to learn one new thing or get better at something. And I think I want to post quality versus quantity on YouTube. Right now, my upload schedule is once a week, and it's been working for me for a couple years now, but I'm thinking of switching it up and moving down to 3 videos every month instead of the normal 4. Sometimes it's more than 4. If there's 5 weeks in a month, I am posting 5 videos. So it's a lot of work, and I'm thinking about switching that up so I can deliver more quality stuff to you guys versus pumping out a video every week. So let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have any. The frequency illusion can help you achieve many little daily things to some pretty big life goals. I would highly recommend looking more into it or just starting someplace small, like leaving out your multivitamin with a glass of water and seeing if that helps you take it a little bit more often. So if you're already anticipating jumping out of this year and into the next, I highly recommend starting out with a Pinterest board. It definitely gets your gears going. It's something that has always helped me kind of visualize or manifest things in the future. Don't get me wrong, I'm still thinking about all the ways I can make the rest of 2024 a banger. But I am genuinely excited for so many things to come in the new year. Even just like January 1st. Like, I'm so excited for January 1st, and I've never been like that. But now I'm very excited. So, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have a New Year reset video coming out soon, and I think that's it. I'll just see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.